37-year-old mother Stephanie Toole has been arrested and charged with fatally shooting her 58-year-old husband Joe Abril. The incident occurred at around 6:20 p.m. on the 18th of June 2022, when the authorities received a 911 call from Stephanie saying that she shot her husband after she caught him doing something inside their home. Officers responded to the property, located at 2502 North Tom Green Avenue in Odessa, Texas, and when they arrived, they found Stephanie standing in the front yard. When officers entered the home, they found Joe on the bathroom floor covered in blood, with multiple gunshot wounds to his chest and one to the back of his head. He was rushed to the medical center hospital, but died shortly thereafter. Stephanie allegedly confessed to the killing and was unapologetic and gave being protective of her children as a motive. Stephanie said, "I wish I was sorry, but I'm not." She then said, "No one messes with my kids." Stephanie was arrested and charged with murder, and she's held at the Ector County Jail on a $100,000 bond. 60-year-old Becky Ann Vreeland has been arrested and charged with her 3-year-old granddaughter's death. At around 2:22 p.m. on the 21st of June 2022, the police responded to a troubled unknown call from a home located at 617 Southwest 151st Street in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. When officers arrived at the address, they were told there was a deceased child at the property. The deputies then located the lifeless body of a 3-year-old girl inside an outdoor trash bin with obvious signs of trauma. The authorities said it was clear from the girl's death that it was not accidental and that the child had been dead for some time. The little girl was identified as Riley Nolan and had been in the custody of her grandmother Becky for the last few months. It's unclear who made the 911 call, but police said there was 2 other children living at the home at the time. Becky was arrested and charged with first-degree murder and child neglect. She's held at the Cleveland County Jail without bond. The motive of the attack is unclear, as the investigation into the matter continues. 19-year-old William Shelton has been arrested and charged with murder after he fatally shot 19-year-old Marvin Matthews. The shooting occurred at around 1:35 p.m. on the 19th of June 2022, when dispatchers were alerted to a shooting inside an apartment located along the 500 block of 4th Street in Braddock, Pennsylvania. Responding officers found Marvin dead in the apartment, and William, who remained at the scene, told them that he shot Marvin multiple times during a confrontation, and he was taken into custody. A witness to the shooting told the investigators that she got into an argument with Marvin when she said Marvin started slapping her during a fight. She said that her and Marvin often got into verbal and physical altercations. She said she went into a child's bedroom, but said that Marvin followed her and continued fighting. She said that when William showed up shortly thereafter, he fired 3 shots at Marvin, fatally striking him. It's reported that the witness initially told investigators that she fired the shots, but later admitted to telling them that because she wanted to protect William. The gun was purchased by and belonged to her. William is charged with Marvin's murder and is held at the Allegheny County Jail as the investigation into the matter continues. 4 people have been arrested and charged in the stabbing death of a man. The incident occurred at around 9:50 p.m. on the 20th of June 2022, located at 85 Patrick Street in Laidley, Queensland, Australia, when 48-year-old Jamie Barlow was ambushed in his front yard. He was taken inside his home where he was stabbed up to 18 times before the attackers set his house alight. The 4 perpetrators confronted Jamie's partner Stacey Vale before taking off in a car, however she was left unharmed. Stacey helped move Jamie to the front lawn away from the blaze, which gutted the home, where he died in her arms 15 minutes later. Stacey assisted police with their investigation, but is not considered a suspect, and was taken into protective custody for her own safety. The authorities worked tirelessly over the next 24 hours, seizing a SUV and a sedan for forensic examination. They then arrested 2 men and 2 women aged between 19 to 24, all of which were known to the victim. Each were charged with 1 count of murder, attempted murder and arson, and are held in custody without bail. On the 22nd of June, Stacey took to Facebook to mourn her partner's loss. "I was there when this all happened," she wrote. "I love Jamie, and I'm going to miss him. I'm hurting so much." Jamie's mother, Deborah Barlow, said she spoke to us on the day before he was killed, unaware that would be a final memory of him. "That's the worst part," she said. "I'm shocked. I can't believe it happened. I can't believe the way it happened," she said. Homicide detectives are investigating if drugs or a drug debt may have been the motive, and believe multiple weapons were involved. 31-year-old James Moultrie has been arrested after shooting and beating his girlfriend at home over a bowl of pasta. The incident occurred on the 17th of June 2022 at a Mount Pleasant home in South Carolina. James had been drinking and become upset when his girlfriend refused to make him a bowl of chicken fettuccine that he asked for. He fired a shot at her but missed. He then proceeded to choke her and severely beat her in front of her 4-year-old son as she feared for her life. The woman suffered a broken bone and a lot of swelling and inflammation. The child sat down and blocked his ears during the incident. The authorities said that James's actions put the boy at unreasonable risk of harm affecting his physical and mental health and safety. The woman told the officers that this was not the first time he assaulted her. She said that on a separate occasion last month on the 17th of May, he got angry at her as she tried to drive away when he fired a bullet at her as she sat in her car. The incident report states deputies were able to retrieve a bullet lodged inside the car. James was arrested and booked into the Charleston County Jail at 10:57 a.m. on the 20th of June. He's been charged with assault, attempted murder and unlawful neglect of a child. He was released at 3:15 p.m. the next day on a $125,000 bond on the condition that he avoids contact with the woman and her relatives.